And now, ladies and gentlemen, in deference to Twitch needing to cover our stream with their ads, please enjoy this moment of yodeling. Hello, Murder fans. Hey, we wanted to announce the winner of last week's contest. That was a contest to see who could best define what Web the Wasp was a euphemism for. Well, the winner is s01e09, and she said that Web the Wasp is a euphemism for tricking a rich white person into being held accountable for something horrible that they did. Don't know why that would be on someone's mind right now. Anyway, enjoy the show. There is no contest this week, so just enjoy it for what it is. Can you do that? I knew you could. We are recording, the banter is, I don't know, we should banter, but, I don't have anything.
I know, I don't got nothing inside me. I'm a hollow husk of a man.
Yeah, me too. But the hair on the back of my neck is really impressive.
Tell me why, I'm still stuck in this place. All the violence, it's just a one-man murder maze. I reappraise my ways, but my fate replays in a blazing haze. And I'll end my days in this one-man murder maze. Let me rephrase. These are the days in a one-man murder maze. Man murder maze, man murder maze.
Hey, everybody. That was the credits, I guess. This is the one-man murder maze. We've been talking about wearing masks and shitting on floors and shitting in masks and wearing floors on your face. So I'm Eric. That's Ricky. Are you still Ricky?
I'm still Ricky. I was just checking in the mirror the other day, and I was like, hey, how's it going, buddy? And the mirror was all like, hey, Ricky, how you doing?
Oh, wow. What a friendly mirror.
Yeah.
Does he then tell you to kill the neighbors?
Oh, no. I tell it I'm going to.
Oh. Short memory, though. Like, you come back the next morning, is it like, did you kill the neighbors, Ricky? Or is it just like, good morning, and it just completely forgot?
Noticed you're covered in blood, Ricky. What happened?
Oh,
this is ketchup. I woke up like this.
You wake up covered in ketchup every morning.
Every morning.
No one knows why. There's no ketchup in the house.
I do sleep in a giant bed of French fries.
Oh, well, that must be it.
Yeah.
You're wow. Okay. Anyway, this is the one two-person surrealist comedy D&D podcast in 9 planets in the whole solar system. It's following the adventures of Horkhause, the
Horkhause, that's you.
Surly reverse burglar who's trying to get a very special plate with legs to the restaurant at a very special museum because his job is to return artifacts to their original locations, not get them out and bring them out. It's sort of reverse Indiana Jones, too.
Right.
And it's like that artifact should not be in a museum. That's him.
Right.
And and if he doesn't get it back, there's going to be a curse on the land, a pox on the land, all kinds of horrible stuff.
Bad things.
Yeah. Before we get going, 2 things. One, we had an impromptu contest last time. And we did. And it was in the middle of the episode, and it was you had to email to us what you thought Web the Wasp was a euphemism for.
Did they?
Well, I didn't check our mail. Maybe you did.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm surly. But so, here's the other thing. If there is a winner by the time this airs, by the time I edit this and it airs, I will put the winner in the front. Which means I will have put it in the front, which means either you've already heard it by now, or I'm completely full of shit and I haven't done it at all, and you already know that because I haven't done that. But we will pick a winner completely arbitrarily. There will be nothing fair about it. Oops. And we'll figure out what kind of prize there is. How about that?
I think the prize should be hope.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we all could use that.
It's just elusive hope.
Yeah. And before we get too far, I've got my drink here.
What are you drinking?
Nothing. Oh, my special lights went off. Oh, come on, man. I have lights in the back to tell me when to like change the videos when I'm editing it. And like, this is just not. I was gonna have something for the thing. And
there you go. It's just purple.
Oh, nice.
Is purple drinking light? Is that a drinking light?
It is not. No, it keeps changing. Now it's red.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, now you gotta fight the drink.
Yeah, I gotta fight the drinking. Green is the drinking light. Okay.
All right.
I am drinking. It just changed, didn't it?
Yeah, it's purple.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You have to. That means you have to pour it in your lap. It's
I
yellow.
hate you. I hate you, Light. This is a Vesper Martini. And a Vesper Martini is the martini that Ian Fleming wrote in the first James Bond novel, Casino Royale. And what's in it is it's 2 ounces of gin, a half an ounce of vodka, and a quarter ounce of Lillet, which is a little wine aperitif, which is used in this one instead of vermouth, like in most martinis. And you shake it, not stir it, or so you can stir it. Actually, some people, that's a really big bone of contention among some people.
Like, is it bubbles? Do you get more bubbles one way or the other?
You do get more bubbles if you shake it, and you get little ice fragments. And some people like that, and some people like to think that's like an offense against God. So I don't know. I'm not.
It's like when you get ice cream, and you want the really smooth ice cream. You don't get ice cream without ice in it.
Right. Some people they feel that way. And meanwhile, and then you add a lemon twist, and it's done, and it's really good, and it's really good, and you drink it cold.
Wow, that sounds great.
And the light didn't change. I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate this.
So now you don't know what to do with that drink. When you're supposed to drink it, pour it in your lap.
Yeah.
Make a new one. Clone
is it
an
violence
enemy
time?
and fight them.
Yeah. Don't know. There we go. All right. So, last when we left Horkhause.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. Okay.
Oh, you were trying to make it through
the
dark
forest.
Forested canyon.
I do remember that.
Full of wasps and creatures called Nothics that were playing soccer and trying to kill each other.
Yep, Nothics. And had I made it to the end, I'd been through several soccer games in my spider form as a thing. Oh, and I was just about to get to the end when I think I changed back into human form.
Yeah.
And I heard a little snickering in the background.
It was a sneeze. It went achoo.
Achoo. And then a trapdoor opened out from under me, and I just fell straight through the trapdoor.
Right. But you did see your enemy's face.
The evil banana peel.
Yeah.
I was being stalked by the banana peel.
Yeah. The thing about this banana peel that you never noticed before when you saw this banana peel before, it has a little face.
Really?
Yeah. It has a little face.
Is it made of little Chiquita banana stickers, or is it
like two little coal-like eyes and just a little mouth where you can see little rows of teeth.
Oh.
And when it pulled the trigger, the trigger on the tree that opened up the trapdoor, it used one of its little banana peel legs.
He sounds a little bit like Peely from Fortnite, except for the teeth. Yeah, there's a little banana man, and he's got 2 little button eyes, but he doesn't have like rows of evil sharp teeth, which I assume this banana peel has.
What does Peely do? Does he just hang out?
It's Fortnite, so it's just like it's one of the 2 billion skins you can select before you go in and murder people. It's
nice.
Who do I want to be? And the thing is, they charge you like $20 for a skin, and you can win some of
them.
By achieving accomplishments like harvest 500 woods in Butthole Forest or whatever it is. Right. And so sometimes you get free, but if you want to buy it, like, hey, look, here's a really cool banana skin you can pick. Oh, great! How much is that? Like $20. Oh, and if you want like the little backpack, the matching backpack, that's another like 10. And then if you want like the little banana harvesting tool, that'll be like another 10. So if you really want to go full skin on some of these Fortnite things, it's like $40.
But we're all stuck inside right now. What are we going to spend our money on?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Can't go out to dinner. Can't go out to the theater. Might as well just buy some banana skins.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm such a fool. What a fool I've been.
I know. See, it's this is how commerce works.
Yeah. Anyway, by the way, if you like this show, you can commerce a little bit at our PayPal account, paypal.me/onemanmurdermaze, and we've been really grateful for everyone who's done that, and it helps pay our bandwidth and all sorts of good stuff. So, and until we have merchandise, which we don't have yet, and until we have advertising, which this show is ad free for you unless you're on Twitch, and then Twitch gets money. It's how we do things. So think about it.
Yeah, I think I saw like a Snickers bar ad last time on Twitch.
Really? Was it a good
Yeah.
one? Was it fun?
It was Snickers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like,
There goes that sponsorship.
did it satisfy? Yeah, I know. Yeah. Ricky Simons for Snickers. Fuck this. Yeah. Snickers.
Chocolate, I guess.
Really satisfies. I'm Ricky Simons.
Oh, that would be a best.
I could do that.
Ever.
That would be great.
Yeah.
We'll do it for everything.
Yeah.
Eric Trueheart for Reese's Pieces. Just go.
Just a Monty Python Gumby response for everything.
Yeah, I could do that. And all of the aging nerds like ourselves would really get into that. So all right. Let's play the game because people are waiting. They're like, "What?
Right.
It's 10 minutes," and we're all still in limbo. 10 minutes, almost the length of like an 11-minute cartoon on Nickelodeon. So
right.
All right. So I have
You're falling into
darkness.
Now I'm going to give you a chance to react to this darkness falling.
First, just react to the darkness. I react negatively.
Okay, that's your action.
Yeah. Oh.
Blew your whole action doing that.
I curse the darkness.
You scowl at the darkness.
Oh, damn it! That was my only action.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Can I have a do-over? Can I have a reaction?
First, I need to know. You had taken some damage last episode.
Yep.
Well, how many hit points do you have left?
Don't know. I forgot. Well, because here's what happens when I get out of spider form. Don't I?
That's true.
I get my hit points back.
Yes, you're back to normal human hit points. So you didn't take any damage since then.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I think my face is still ugly though.
You have a tentacle hanging out on your cheek.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Small one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Used to it. Nothing I'm not used to. Yeah.
Yeah. Right above your beard. On your
really?
cheek. Yeah. Sorry.
If it was in my beard, I could comb it.
I know. Maybe you could pull it over into a mustache.
When I get out of falling in the darkness, I'll look into that.
Yeah. So what would you like to do to this darkness? Your old friend.
You're giving me a chance to react, but I don't even know what to do. Like, can I roll a dice? Can I roll to try to right myself? So in case I'm gonna hit something. Oh no, here's what I'm gonna do. This is probably not the smartest thing to do. Seeing if I have any spells that might help me. How can I tell how fast or how far I'm falling?
It's just dark right now. You're not sure how deep this thing is. This is instantaneous right now. This is your first reaction.
Okay. Damn. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna change back into spider form.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to like scrabble on the walls. I'm gonna try to see if I can make contact with the walls. So it's one action to change into spider form.
There are no walls that you're aware of that you can scrabble onto. It's not skinny. It's a wide.
Okay.
So if you want to, I'll let you. That's my fault. I did not describe how wide this hole was.
Yeah. How am I supposed to know how wide the hole is?
It's about 10 feet wide. So that may be difficult as a spider to decide to scrabble. You may just be flailing on the way down as a spider.
All right.
So I will give you a chance to rescind your spiderness and do something else if you like.
Well,
due to my error.
Well, I kind of don't have anything else to do. I'm kind of in trouble. Is the thing here? I am going to be splatted straight on the ground, and no one's going to be happy about it, except maybe you. All right. No. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how much time I have. I'm going to just produce flame. So use a little produce flame cantrip to sort of shoot some flame beneath me to see if I can see how far down this fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you do that, and you see the ground hitting you. So let me roll 4d6 because it was 40 feet.
Do I get a dexterity save?
I will let you do a dexterity save, and if you succeed, I will give you half damage instead of full damage.
Okay, that's nice of you.
It is.
Except I rolled a 5, so I suck.
Okay, so you take...
Yes. Okay.
9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay, could be worse. Yeah. I'm at 27
Your ankle
out of 38.
doesn't feel too good. Doesn't seem to be broken, but it doesn't feel great.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
well,
very sorry.
No, you're not.
I know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the opportunity to light. I have a bag of toasting. Do I have any bread?
I don't know if you have bread right now.
I sure I don't.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to. I also have, by the way, a novelty nose and glasses. I have a Joy Buzzer.
Very good. Those are good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have. I have a little novelty nudie pen that I got from the thing.
That'll be helpful.
Yep. I have I wrote down I have 2 crayon drawings. I think I've forgotten where I got those, and I do have a torch. I do have a couple of torches, so I'm going to light a torch.
Okay. So you light your torch, and you can see that you are in a moss-covered passage that is about, I'd say about. Look at the picture here, because I do have a picture. Looks like it's about 30 feet wide, and it goes way down. Behind you is just a short path that leads to the end of a wall. But ahead of you is a very, very long passage.
Okay.
That it looks like there might be some glittering light, little bits of light way down that passage.
All right.
Also, looking down, it's all mossy grass or plants.
Mm-hmm.
Some plants that can grow in the dark, covering the walls, the ceiling, the floor. It's basically like a very green, fuzzy intestine, so that sounds great.
Have I been in an
floor,
intestine before? Do you think Horkhause has been inside an intestine before?
It's just the first thing that came to your mind, yeah.
Okay.
For whatever reason, yeah. But on the floor are tracks, like railroad tracks, the kind that you would associate usually with a mine car.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And so behind me is basically a wall, like a dead end.
Yeah, only about 20 feet behind you, it just dead ends. But ahead of you is this passage going on for how long you're not sure.
And the track dead ends at the wall too.
The track dead ends at the wall behind you, but the track goes on ahead of you into the passage.
And it dead ends in such a way that it looks like someone has built. You know how you see in the mining carts, they've got someone's built a little stop at the end of it there, out of wood.
Yes.
So it's not like it just stops at the wall.
There is definitely a wood stop. Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm just thinking is that really a wall, or is it? I don't know. Is it a
you also
a
see
good
something
time?
next to that? You see something next to that wood stop too, and you look closely and you notice that there is a soccer ball, somewhat deflated, lying on the ground, next to that wood stop.
Oh well, I'm gonna pocket that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pocket that. I might need that. You never know.
Right.
All right. So, deflated soccer ball.
Yeah.
In my
somewhat
other possession.
Deflated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Soccer ball at half mast.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna follow those tracks down. I'm gonna start following those tracks down. Very, trying to figure out what's up ahead of me.
All right. As you travel down the passage, you see more up ahead. You see some little, or not little, but basically you just see more soccer balls. I was going to try to describe it in some other way. But every once in a while you come across more either completely deflated soccer balls or good soccer balls.
Okay.
At one point you pass a pile of soccer balls that have been roped together.
Really? In like a sack type
almost like a sack or like a net. Yeah. Like someone fashioned a net out of some of the vines that grow in this passage.
Huh.
And then walking about 10 minutes down the passage, you come across one of those mine car splitters.
Like when the thing in the tracks where it goes off in a different direction.
And so you see a mine car has been diverted off to the side, and the mine car is just full of soccer balls.
Am I in a soccer ball mine?
I don't know if it's a soccer ball mine, but somebody does seem to be collecting soccer balls.
Okay, so all right. I don't really need that soccer ball I took, but I tell you what, I'm gonna swap the deflated soccer ball for a good one, and I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding in case I need it.
All right.
You never know.
That's good.
You never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I find myself in a soccer ball mine, perhaps.
Yeah.
And Horkhause, lights a cigar, looks around, basically says, "Yeah, figures." if you had been present there, you would not really know what that meant. As though he
he's come across this situation before,
right? Like I'm always ending up in a soccer ball mine, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you were to actually point out to him that that's not true, it wouldn't make him feel better, probably.
Yeah.
But so we're going to does he see anything up ahead? Like, you know, you said
up
there's
ahead
some
there's the light is a little bit brighter up ahead, and what you see is that the walls have their own illumination. Some of the plants are chemiluminescence to them. Have a chemiluminescence. They're little glittery things. Yeah. Glitter walls. Some glitter walls. Yeah.
All right, keep going.
There's like some mushrooms that glow, so it's not as hard to see without a torch as it was before. And as you go along, just as you're noticing the glowies, you hear from way down the passage a sort of sad.
A what?
Just once.
Just once.
A sad.
Okay. Does it sound like it's coming from a large animal or a not so large animal?
It's definitely not small, not a small animal. More moose size probably.
Interesting. I'm gonna keep walking then. I'm going to just slow down a little bit, maybe sort of creep towards the noise. Yeah. Stealth if I have to.
Yeah. Now you're hearing the sound of running water up ahead. And after about another 10 minutes of going down this passage, there's a lot more of this glowing vine work at play. So it's a lot easier to see everywhere.
And
everything has a sort of
Could
purple...
I put out the torch now?
Yeah, you can put out the torch and still see.
Okay.
So you can see some water trickling into the passage. It's the end of the minecar tracks appear to be flooded, but not very deep, like a couple inches. But it's not functional anymore down at this end.
Okay.
But you can see it start to open up now into a much bigger chamber, and the chamber is bathed in blues and purple lights, some greens.
Wow!
All from these very pretty, in that Pirates of the Caribbean sort of way. The ride, not the movie.
Oh, okay. Woo!
Yeah.
Big relief.
Yeah. And you can see it open up into there's a willow style tree, a willow like tree, blocking some of the exit passage. But when you move through that, you can see the open chamber, which seems to have a river going through it. At one end there is a small waterfall at the ground level. There's an area on the other side of the river that is raised a little bit, not very high.
Okay.
There's you can also see about 300 feet away. You can see it looks like more of those totem poles that you encountered before up above.
Yeah.
The ones that make the Nothics difficult to pass through.
Kept the Nothics at bay.
From this distance, you can see on the other side of the river where these totem poles are. You can count maybe about 6 of them.
How big is this river? This underground river?
The underground river is about I'd say about 50 feet wide.
Okay.
There is a log that has been felled and is going across it at one point. There are some trees that have grown underneath in this area.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like there are 2 places on the other side of the river. To the left, when you look ahead, you can see a more of a raised platform area, natural. You can see some light there, and there's something glowing, sort of shaft-like, glowing in that area, and in the raised area. To your right, you can see the totem poles surround that area, and that's where you hear once again the...
So I have a choice now whether to go towards the go towards the injured moose sound, or whether to go towards the whether to go towards the lighted lighted
crossing the log will take you either direction. So once you get on the other side of the log, you can decide if you go left or right.
I'm gonna cross the log.
Dun dun dun!
Yeah.
Crossing the log.
Crossing the log. Yeah.
Now you know the name of your autobiography.
I crossed the log, and the log will never forget it. It's out to get me now.
He crossed the log, and the log won. Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I may need another martini after this.
All right. They go by quick, huh? Martinis? They're like little short drinks.
The thing about martinis is that they don't have a lot of volume to them, but it's all booze. Yeah. So, if you make a full martini, so you can get something that's it's like four full solid ounces of straight booze of vodka, gin, and or vermouth. And so, it's kind of like just mainlining alcohol.
It's once you hit 65, you go to one of those little places, those little diners that serves, old people, drinks.
You get that the 4 o'clock dinner special, and you get
it's martinis all the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that to look forward to when I retire and just slowly start drinking myself to death because I had nothing else to look forward to.
That's good.
Yeah. I'd say there's worse ways to go out, but there's always a worse way to go out, no matter what.
Being pickled in a diner?
Yeah. Could be far worse. Like how? I don't know. I could be run over partially by a truck in the street, have it crush my pelvis, have me stay alive for several hours waiting for help to arrive. Once help arrives, they take me to the hospital. They give me painkillers, but it doesn't help because I know I'm bleeding out. My pelvis will never be the same. I spend the next 3 days in traction, and they're thinking they're going to heal me, but my internal injuries are too strong, and so I'm just I know I'm just holding on, just almost kind of to keep the doctors from having to pull the plug on me, just to give up. And then at the end, my friends, they come to say goodbye, but you can tell they're not really happy to see me. They'd rather not.
You can see that I've got a pillow and I'm approaching your face.
Yeah, and I can't move. I've got, and then the last thing I see is your hand and your big grinning cherubic face looking extremely happy to be murdering me with a pillow.
Right.
That's the worst way to die.
Sure.
Than drinking yourself to death.
I'm just happy that you're not suffering anymore. And that I got you to sign that insurance policy.
Hey, I didn't sign nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not suffering anymore either.
Would it make this whole experience better if at the beginning of it you were actually sitting in the restaurant having a martini before the truck came through the window and hit you? Would that make it better?
A little? Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Is that a good martini?
We'll just add that to it's all right.
Yeah. Look, I would rather be drinking martinis as an old person and eating grilled cheese sandwiches, in a shitty diner than getting run over partially by a truck and having my pelvis crushed. That's just sort of,
Well, sure, anybody would want that.
Yeah, anybody would want that.
It's a natural response to being crushed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, so so I'm crossing the log.
Okay. So where you want to go from there? You've crossed the log. Nothing is eaten.
I'm going to go back across the log from where I came. No, wait a minute. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to creep up to the sound of the dying moose and see what I see.
Okay. Going that direction. Give me a stealth roll.
No. Yes.
Give it to me.
Yes.
Give me what I want.
What you want is out of line, sir. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you are creeping on up, and there's you're fortunate because as you're creeping up, there's another waterfall, a short one at the end of this river.
Okay.
Sort of goes into a ravine so you would have to cross again to actually get to the front of this area that is cordoned off. But on the other side of these totem poles, you can see a mound of fleshy thing sort of shambling around like a giant snail, but it's about 10 feet tall. It is shaped like a cone.
Okay.
It seems to have lots and lots of mouths all over it.
I don't like this.
Yeah. And it's just sort of every once in a while one of those mouths opens and goes
Okay.
all sad like. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn around and go to the other place now.
Before you do that, I would like you to make a perception check.
All right. Ooh, nice. I got a unnatural 22.
Ooh, very good. So you're about to turn around. You're like, oh God. But just as you turn around, you notice that behind it, it has like these sort of sticky cocoons stuck into the trees in that area.
Okay. That changes everything.
Yeah. There are like objects stuck in them, but one of them you could swear looks like a severed head. So.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah.
So, does it mean like? So wait a minute. So the cocoon, it looks like there's like a head has been severed, and then
it's like
cocoon
it's sort
to
of
the
like
wall.
off to the side like that.
Okay, but it doesn't. But as opposed to saying a whole body's been cocooned and the head is poking out the top.
No, just the head. And as you're staring at it, you're like, oh God, a head.
Yeah.
The eyes open on the head and stare right at you.
How close is it? Closer to me than the big flesh?
No, it's on the other side of the fleshy thing. So it's about 50 feet. No, it's actually much farther than that. It's about 100 feet away from you.
All right,
But
so we'll get
it's
across.
illuminated by the trees enough that you can see that those are definitely whites of eyes that just popped open on this severed head.
All right, so first thing I do is I go, shh. I like put the little finger to the lips sign of like be quiet face.
Right.
And then I sort of start to walk backwards. I walk,
Okay.
creep back. I want to check out the other side first before I have to deal with the shambling mound.
Okay. The head makes no reaction.
Okay,
The
good.
head, you also notice its features. It looks kind of like Lurch from the Addams Family. It has that flat, sort of
Head.
Herman Munster-like head.
Yeah.
With the hair.
I like how you mentioned the Addams Family and the Munsters in the same comparison because we know they both know that one show was a response to the other. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the superior show, of course, is the Munsters. I don't care what anybody says. But
well, I know you don't care what anybody says, but we know that's not true. But anyway,
that's true. Yeah,
it isn't true. No, it's
Herman
not
Munster
true.
is my
It's
hero.
not true.
Herman Munster is my hero.
Really? Because when I was a kid, so I watched both shows as a kid, I had to at the Addams Family edged it out because Herman Munster he made me very uncomfortable.
He was my hero.
Really? He's so incompetent and awful, and
I love him.
just really.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He made me. Yeah, he is an idiot, and that made me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have dreams every once in a while where I'm going fishing with Fred Gwynn, the actor who played Herman Munster, and he tells me about life.
Wow.
He tells me about life. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
But I do but I think as far as like cool designs, Lurch is definitely the cooler looking guy.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about the Munsters, and I look. I'm not going to spend our show debating the Munsters, and don't get me wrong, Fred Gwynn, talented actor, okay?
Very talented,
very talented man. Just whenever like Lily would kiss him, and he'd make that face like, I just got it. Just as a kid, I was just like, what is wrong with this guy?
He was my Mr. Rogers. Everybody else was watching
Wow.
Mr. Rogers.
Okay, that explains a lot.
The Munsters.
Yeah. Now, did you think Lily Munster was who? Okay, as a child, who did you think was more attractive, Lily Munster or Morticia Addams?
I forgot who played Morticia Addams, but I liked Yvonne de Carlisle as a mom. Like, I wish she was my mom.
Okay.
Yeah. She was just a vampire lady.
Right.
I didn't. The one character I didn't like was Eddie Munster.
No, Eddie sucks.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Grandpa as a kid, but
Grandpa's great. Al Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. As I got older, I began to like, oh, this person's sad.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't want to hear about this. And Marilyn, one joke. She's a one joke.
Marilyns.
I know, and that pissed me off as a kid. I'm like, what? Well, wait a minute, you can't just change Marilyn's. I know.
Actually 3. They changed her again in Munster Go Home.
Well, nothing counts in Munster Go Home. Doesn't count.
It does. That's one of my favorite movies.
Was it in color?
And the Cat from Outer Space.
Munsters Go Home was in color, though, right? It was in color.
Yeah, that was in color.
So then it's not the Munsters. If it's in color, it's not the Munsters.
But you can finally see that Herman is green.
Well, we know Herman's green. We don't need to see that he's green.
Guess it before.
All right. Forget all of this. Doesn't matter. We're boring. We're boring our audience.
No, we love it.
Oh, okay. If you love this, send an email to pigs@onemanmurdermaze.com.
I love Herman Munster.
Yeah, I love green Herman. I love gray Herman. Now, obviously, the Munsters did have a cool hot rod car, which is great.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And the episode where Herman puts on the leather is actually I think probably speaks to a lot of people in a very specific way.
And when he took the coffin and turned it into a hot rod, it was called the Dragula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much of the Rob Zombie song of the same name.
Right.
Yes. So
this was before Rob Zombie.
Oh, I know. I mean, Rob Zombie clearly stole it from and still was inspired by the Munsters.
Sure.
I mean, he wore his influences on his sleeve, so he himself would admit that.
Horkhause was thinking of all of this, not knowing why, not knowing what any of it is, and then it just goes away like that. It was like a pocket dimension popped into his head for a second,
and then he turned and Horkhause goes towards the raised area with the light instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That area is about, backtracking, that area is about 60 to 70 feet behind you.
Oh, too
and
far.
I'm
going.
It's a track too far.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so what you see up there behind you is it's sort of like between all the trees and giant mushrooms and stuff. You can see this path made of wood and a stone that sort of climbs along the side and finally goes up into a flat platform.
A flat platform.
A flat platform. Yeah. I guess it's the same thing. But it's made of foliage. It's not. I mean, it's natural.
Okay.
In the middle of that, you see two things: a sword, a very large broadsword, glittering in silver, shining in its own magical light, shoved into the ground.
This is the better way to go. This place is much cooler.
And on the other side of it, you see a body with no head. Yeah, and it's a very long body. It's very this was a very tall man. He is wearing this sort of industrial goth armor. Black leather and straps, buckles. Some of the buckles are skull buckles.
Okay.
But no head.
No head.
And you are standing about 30 feet away from the sword. The sword is in front of the body. The body is on the ground. And the sword is in front of it, almost like it's guarding the body. And you are about 20 feet away from the sword.
All right. Well, perception check. I'm gonna try to approach the body and see if the sword stops me from approaching the body.
All right.
Yeah.
As you approach, the sword says, "What is your purpose?" You hear it in your head.
I said, "I'm sorry. Are you talking to me, sword?"
I am talking to you.
Hello. What's your name, sword?
My name is Ixtala.
Hello, Ixtala, the sword. My name is Horkhause, the fucked.
Greetings, Horkhause, the fucked. What is your purpose here in this glade?
Oh, in the glade. Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of complicated. Do you have a minute?
I appear to, yes.
So I have been, and I start to tell him the whole backstory, and really I don't spare any details. Part of me, subconsciously, maybe passive aggressively, is really hoping to bore the sword. So I'm just saying.
So it's interested. Every once in a while, as you're telling the story, every once in a while it asks questions.
So I'm a dentured servant, and I've been sent by this guy named Lovelace, and
they used chairs. They hit each other with chairs.
They did. The chairs was
that must have been very hard for you.
It was. Thank you.
It's a very consoling sword. It's nice to talk to it.
This is the first kind ear I've had the entire time. It's really nice. So I'm going to tell my whole story and say, it's long. And then I ended up in this eyeball and, I flew over the thing, but then I got stuck in this town. And the problem is I've got this plate, and I really got to take it back. And, part of it's just for me, honestly. I mean, I don't want to be an indentured servant anymore and so paid up. But honestly, if I don't, I feel bad because there's going to be this pox upon the land and people's crops are going to fail and then people will suffer. And I don't want anyone to suffer. I mean, nobody wants anyone to suffer unless you're evil or you're Republican or something. And then, so I just, so this is where I am. And, I was almost out. I have to give this magic drum to the thing. I was almost out, and then banana
peel.
When you say
drum, it stops. It says, "Drum, show me the drum."
All right. I open the bag of holding, not the one with the tractors in it.
Right.
I open the other bag of holding.
Right.
And I show the drum to the sword.
Oh, you have the drum.
I
Very good.
I guess so.
Very good.
Is it?
That is Grimtankerous' drum, whose body you see behind me.
Oh, is that Grimtankerous? Oh.
Yes.
I was told I needed Grimtankerous to get out of here, and I was to
Grimtankerous is my loyal servant, but he is currently disposed of.
Oh. Is that... Now, I try to take a look at the body. Does it look like it could conceivably belong to the Herman Munster head that I saw?
This is definitely a Frankensteinial style body.
Okay.
The sword lets you approach. It doesn't do anything. It's sort of like a goth industrial version of Lurch.
The goth industrial Lurch.
Yeah.
In your days of going to goth clubs, did you ever see anyone like that?
I don't ever saw any Lurches.
Okay.
I may have been a Lurch.
At that
time.
point in your life,
I was
you
much
may have been.
Thinner, a lot thinner then.
Yeah.
Although my hair was still big.
You still had big hair. And
yeah. I did going to Disneyland once, getting off the Haunted Mansion 30 years ago. Got off the Haunted Mansion with Tavisha, walked out, a little kid about ankle high, tiny little kid, bumped right into my knee, looked up and went, Frankenstein! Ran away screaming.
Oh, you scared a child. That's awesome.
Yeah, my goth days.
Yeah, you should have chased after him.
Sure.
And then and then actually you should have caught him and then snapped his neck. Like Frankenstein would have.
All I want in life is to be able to look in the mirror and say, I have defeated a child.
Yeah.
That's all I want out of life.
They by the way, they're harder to take out than you think.
You think?
Yeah.
Is it like that thing with what would you rather fight? Like a moose-sized chicken or 30, one moose-sized chicken or the 30 chicken-sized mooses?
Oh, good question.
Except it's children in this case.
Oh, then the moose-sized chicken. If it's children, fuck it. But I would fight 30 chicken-sized mooses just for the story.
Sure.
But so anyway, so that's Grimtankerous' body, and I suddenly feel like, hey, Sword, how is it for you being here? What is your purpose? You've been so kind to me, listening to my story. Tell me about you.
Well, I've been sitting here thinking about whether or not I'd rather fight one chicken the size of a moose, or it's an
interesting question, isn't it, Sword?
It is very. I mean, there's nothing else really for me to do here. I am Ixtala. I serve the unicorn Sphecerissa, and through me, my companion Grimtankerous serves with me. I guide him towards his end, towards his ultimate goal, but we were diverted here quite by accident. Sometimes the drum takes us places that aren't pleasant, that are counterproductive, I would say. And this was one of them. And
I'm very sorry.
Grimtankerous, unfortunately, was overpowered by that thing over there. This was just a few days ago, in fact.
Oh, no.
And the drum came out of our possession. I'm glad to see you found it.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to give it back, though. I may need something in return.
Is there any
I don't
way...
know. You tell me. Oh, what? What's the question?
So you would like to get out of this bottle?
Yes, I am trying to reach the restaurant in the museum of what's the name of the museum again? What's it?
It's Matamata's. I think it's just called Matam. The museum is called the Undertower. The
Undertower. That's right.
Yeah, but the restaurant is Matamata's.
Matamata's inside the Undertower restaurant and casino.
Yes.
Well, I was told that perhaps Grimtankerous and yourself, I assume, could help me were I to return this drum to you. That perhaps you could get me out of the bottle, and then maybe I could get to Matamata's at the Undertower Museum.
It is possible, but we would have to retrieve Grimtankerous's head.
Oh, I can do that. By the way, have you been to the restaurant?
I have not. Like I said, we were diverted here quite by accident.
How's
the
their
drum?
lunch? Yeah.
The drum takes us places.
Okay.
This time it took us here.
How does it? First of all, 2 questions. 1, how does the drum take you places? 2, what do you hear about the lunch menu?
I have not heard about the lunch menu, but it would be very interesting to hear about any menu.
I know.
The drum must be played by Grimtankerous, and then it takes us away.
I like that logic. Tell you what, I need to get the head off the wall. If I bring the head back, can you take care of the rest?
It will take care of. Yes, there is a. You can see that Grimtankerous has several healing potions on him. If you can get the head in place, just pour a healing potion on both the neck and into the mouth.
Cool.
And it should fix everything up.
Damn it! I love the way you think. You're a great sword.
Thank you. I do what I can.
Oh, thank you. Wow, what a pleasant sword this is.
Yeah.
This is just amazing.
This is the nicest sword you've ever talked to.
I
You've
know.
talked to a lot of swords in your life.
Have I? Yeah, I suppose I have. And most of them
like, so give me some souls and I'll give you some powers.
I'm a sword. I'm gonna cut you.
Yeah.
Cut shit. Blah blah blah. Sword,
One time
sword,
you found
sword.
a sword that had a cold, and so it was just grumpy. It was like, so could you go to the store and get me some?
Yeah.
Me something,
I don't have any time for that.
I
mean,
you got rid of that one pretty fast. You ditched it in a lake.
If I may say, F that sword. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay, so, I say to the sword, what can you tell me about that big mound of flesh over there?
I don't know where it's come from. When we accidentally stepped into this place, we were immediately confronted by it. There was a combat situation. Unfortunately, Grimtankerous lost, and then the creature was driven back by those totem poles.
Okay.
Which it seemed that had we first appeared in this area on this side, we would have fared better. The creature would not have been able to get to us. It's only because of Grimtankerous's extraordinary nature that his body was able to walk this far without the head.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. All right. I said, can I wield you against this creature, or am I on my own?
I'm afraid you cannot. Only Grimtankerous can wield me.
All right. I hear you. Not happy about it, but I hear you. Is there anything you can help me against this giant shambling mound?
Well, try not to listen to it. It has a terrible moan that will freeze you in place.
All right. Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I say thank you. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I need to plug my ears somehow.
Okay. All right.
So I am going to look through my inventory to see if there's something I may plug my ears with.
Okay.
So I have a can of snakes, disappearing ink. I have fake nose and glass. I have fake poop. Okay. So I have a horse mask. I mean, I have a taxidermied horse head, and I know it's stuffed with like cotton or something. It's stuffed
there
with
is some
something.
cotton in there. Yeah, there's some woolly stuff in there.
Right. So I am going to take that out. I'm going to maybe rub some of the tallow from one of my torches on the cotton from inside there. I'm going to use it to plug my ears.
Oh, good.
Okay. See, I'm thinking. This is
That's
great.
good. Those are good thoughts. Yeah.
This is Horkhause. He's thinking. He's always thinking.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Your bag of holding situation. Do you have 2 bags of holding? I know you have a bag of toasting. That's new.
But
is the bag of tractor holding different than your bag of holding? Or I thought everything got thrown into the bag of tractors.
Okay, I'm just gonna go by my inventory on dndbeyond.com. dndbeyond.com, your one-stop D&D solution for online
except
playing.
When we can't get into it.
Please, except when we can't get into it, and then F you. But, we're willing to put that aside if you're willing to sponsor our show. I promise, D&D Beyond, I will never say a bad thing about your product or service again.
Right.
When you sponsor our show.
Right.
Until then, all bets are off.
Yeah.
So, pal.
Wizards of the most.
Yeah,
no,
wizards of my ass.
Sound insulting at all. That sounds more insulting.
Yeah, that kind of does. Yeah. Wizards of the toast? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wizards
of the toast.
I'd like to hang out with those wizards, though, because I'd like to have breakfast with them.
Sure. all kinds of
God, toast wizards. You think about it, and
Yeah.
they'd be like, "What kind of toast would you like, my friend?" And
Yeah.
you'd be like, "I don't know, like a multi-grain." Your wish is my command. And he'd just go, "Bing!" And then you'd be like, "Wow!" And he'd probably have just this like rainbow of marmalades to throw on it. And you're like, "Oh,
Nice.
should I butter it first?" You go, "Oh, you don't need to butter this toast. It's so delicious." And yeah, I would like some Wizards of the Toast, but
A Glutomaster.
yes,
Master.
Mancer, a Glutomancer, the Glutomancer.
Yes, thank you.
I will be a Glutomancer in my next character. I have listed 2 bag of holdings. I have a just plain bag of holding and the bag of tractor holding. So I don't know. Remember,
so
whether, I think I got
all this time. I assumed that everything was being thrown into the bag of tractor holding.
I don't know. Like, did I get a second one at some point? Like, it's
because you asked Lovelace, can I get a bag of holding? Because you had one, and he said, "I'll give you a better one," and then he handed you the bag of tractor holding.
Well, Lovelace is a dick.
That's why I assumed that you were just throwing everything into the bag of tractor holding.
Right. That maybe that's the same thing. Maybe I have mislabeled my inventory.
Okay.
You know what?
Which would you prefer? Would you rather have everything in one bag or 2?
I don't know. Here's my question to you, out of universe, or maybe in universe. Right. So if I put everything in the bag of tractors, is it going to be a problem? Like, is it going to run out of space? Or also, are they gas-powered tractors? And given that combustion hasn't been invented yet, how is that possible?
You don't know what kind of tractors they are.
Okay.
They just know that there are tractors in there.
Okay.
From drawings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it's all going to fit in the bag of tractors, we'll take the tractors.
Okay, so you have one bag of holding, and it's the bag of tractor holding.
Done.
Okay.
All right. Any earlier episodes, we're going to treat that as canon and moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retro thingy it a little.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yep. If you go back and look at the old ones and you're upset by this, drop us a line at pigs@onemanmurdermaze.com and tell your friends, and we won't get back to you. So anyway, go on.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you reach into the bag of tractor holding and you find your horse head, and you get some stuffing out of that horse head.
Yep.
And you're gonna shove that in your ears.
Gonna shove it in my ears.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk over to them totems.
Okay.
Gonna stand at the edge of them totems.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at it. So I'm gonna say, is the head inside the area of the totems where the shambling mound is trapped, or outside the area of the totems?
It is inside the area of the shambling mound creature.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, it is behind it.
Okay.
And it is just sort of like still wobbling around in there, feeling sorry for itself.
All right, I'm gonna wave to it like, "Hey."
It turns and immediately does a gibber.
Okay.
So it just goes.
This is the head, right?
On site. This is the mini. No.
Oh, I was waving to the head.
Oh, okay. And then the head doesn't do anything except stare.
Okay, I'm just
it
gonna
blinks once.
I'm gonna make signs.
So the monster has not noticed
coming
you
for
yet.
you. Coming. I'm gonna get you out of there, pal.
The eyes. So the monster does nothing because it hasn't seen you. But the head of Grimtankerous blinks once.
Okay, I wink once at him. Okay.
Yeah.
So I am going to circle a circle of totems on the outside. I'm going to stealth as far around it as I can get to get as close to the head as I can.
Okay. So give me some stealth.
Here comes the stealth roll down the street, and its name is Stealth Roll. 12. Above average.
Okay. No. So basically, the totem poles at the front of this thing, this area, form almost like a wall with an invisible barrier in between them that this thing can't pass through. But you could pass through if you wanted.
Oh, it's not a circle. It's more like a straight line wall.
It is a circle if you like when you look all the way around it, because the area that the creature is trapped in is about 60 feet by 120 feet.
Okay.
So the wall, the perimeter has these totem poles stationed all around it. Okay. You can also see a lot of soccer balls everywhere.
Really?
In the area.
Inside the totem area or outside?
Inside the totem area. And since you were making perception rolls, you noticed when you in this area that it looks like up above in the ceiling another square like area, like the one that you fell through.
Oh, okay.
Like another trap door
that's open.
Yeah, and
Okay.
this one may have been how this creature got into this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And it has a lot of the little tentacles hanging off of it, like you've got currently on your cheek.
Oh no! I wonder if this is a creature that got totally like gazed to shit by the what are they called again? The
Nothics.
The Nothics. The Gnostics.
Yeah, they really make you gross looking.
Okay. I wonder if that's his deal. I feel bad for him. How did we fix it the last time when I got mutated? Was it a healing potion?
You had to be someone used greater restoration on you, or maybe it was just restoration spell on you.
I don't have that, so well, fuck this guy. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get as close as I can to the head.
Okay.
Without crossing the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna sneak over there. Has the thing noticed me as far as I can tell?
You would have to go through here, so the barrier goes all the way around, and you would. But the back side of the barrier ends at the wall of bushes and trees and actual wall. Okay. So you would have to go through some bushes to do that. So give me another stealth roll to see if you make too much noise in there.
Come on, stealth. 7. No. Ooh. No, wait.
Okay, all right.
6.
Oh, you're like, okay, I'm gonna sneak through these bushes, and you just like you do the full on like one of those movies or those books where like the hero is like trying to sneak through a forest and they hit one twig, and then snap, and then everybody looks up and that's the jig is up and there's a big fight. Yeah. Okay, you hit like 17 sticks, and then the creature looks up, it's like, yeah. So it's gonna gibber at you. And so what I need you to do is to make a wisdom saving throw.
You know, I've got cotton in my ears.
Yes, you're gonna have advantage on it, so you're gonna roll twice.
Okay. So I got 2 dice. You can hear them in the thing. I'm rolling 2 dice. My wisdom got a wisdom of +4.
Oh, you roll 1 dice for wisdom. It's a D20.
Right, but if I got advantage, so I roll 2 and we take the highest one.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to do it that way. Usually, people just do one and then another, and you take the highest. But
those people are slow.
Yeah, that's yours. Your way is.
Thank
different.
You. Yeah. I also rolled 2 shitty rolls. I rolled and the highest one is with my bonus is an 11. So
you did it though. You did
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear this horrible, sickening sound that sounds like, grilled cheese sandwich being slapped around in a big pile of guts. And it just makes you want to freeze in place and die.
But I don't.
But you don't. You push past it.
Okay.
And so now I'm not going to really do initiative unless you enter in the circle.
Well, I got to enter.
Take your turn.
I got to enter the circle to get to the dude, right? To get to the head. Okay, so before I take the turn, I'm going to turn into star form because I have a feeling I may need it.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn to star form, which uses my second wild shape of the day. So I'm out of wild shapes. But now I'm star form. And for those of you who says, why does he turn to animal form more? You can suck it because star form, I have a big old spell.
But this would be your third wild shape because you turned into a spider when you were in the forest, and then you turned back to human, and then you turned to a spider again as you were falling.
No, I didn't. You let me take that back.
That's right. Okay,
you let me take back the spider because I didn't know how big the place was. So so I still have it.
Second. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I was confused.
That's okay. We're all confused. It's a tough world.
Okay.
So, all right, turn into star form. Now I'm a glittering mass of stars. Behold me.
And the creature's like, oh! Several of the mouths are, oh! It's like that gif of the guy that's in the audience going, oh! It's like lots of those mouths.
Wow. I don't like this. I don't like this thing at all.
I said, you hear that? I said gif. I'll also say gif. Say gif and gif to make both sides of the argument angry. Say, go ahead.
All right. So I It's like that animated GIF. What I'm doing right now.
You don't want to do an animated GIF.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Oh no.
No. And apologies to any Giffies in the audience. We just no fetish shaming here. So we're gonna technically, what is a Yiffy again? Is that a
I think it's just sex. I think it's just sex in a fursuit.
Oh,
but you know what? I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong. And I apologize
if you know exactly what a
GIF
GIF is, if you know exactly what a GIF is, please email it to pigs@onemanmurdermaze.com, and we'll maybe mention it in a future episode.
Eric specifically will read that email.
All right. All right. Deal. You gotta send it to me so I can print it out. All right. So we run. I'm gonna run across the place. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a run for the head.
Okay.
I'm just going to make a run for the head with my knife drawn to try to cut it loose.
Okay. I will let you do that. Yeah.
I just had a moment of thinking I could be a huge dick by just like using my longbow and just shooting the head to death like from the outside and then completely screwing myself over.
So I did say that this was 60 feet wide by 120 feet. So you can only do two things. You can run 60 feet and then it's going to be initiative time.
All right.
Or you can run 30 feet and it's going to be initiative time.
Well,
or walk 30 feet. What do you want to do?
If I run 60 feet and that's initiative time, do we both start over? If I made the 60 feet, we both start over at the beginning, or if I?
Because we never did roll initiative. So
no, we didn't. We didn't. So the question is,
actually roll initiative then.
Oh man. Well, depending on whether I'm going first or second, I'm going to decide what to do. You know what? No, we'll roll initiative. I'm just going to run. I'm going to run straight over there, and if I have to turn and attack this thing, I'll do it once I get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you turned into star form.
Mm-hmm.
You ran 60 feet. You ran 60 feet. You're in front of the head. Now roll initiative.
All right, here we go.
Because the creature, as you run past it, it's like, whoa!
Yep. I got 17.
Okay, I got 18.
So
it's going to go first. It's very upset by what you've done to it.
I don't care.
Yeah. So how fast does it go? What is its speed? Oh, it's very slow, 10 feet. So it just sort of like waddles over to you, and does what's the range of his blinding spittle?
I'm not even looking at him. I'm looking at this head. How can I be blinded by his spittle if I'm not looking at him?
True, that's good. So he's gonna gibber.
All right.
So I need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws and take the highest number.
Okay. Blinded by his spittle. Aha! I rolled a dirty 20.
Ooh! Okay. Yeah, you didn't even feel it that time. You're like, gibber. Who cares?
Who cares? I'm wiser than that.
Gibbering.
Dick monkey.
So it's just basically moved 10 feet towards you and is just mouthing lots of swears. Some of you think it sound actually human.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it's just sort of like a, that sort of thing.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Your turn.
I assume it would take me a whole action to, like, cut the head off the wall?
Yeah. And you'd have to try strength. This goo, whatever it stuck it with, is pretty sticky.
Even if I like use a weapon like my scimitar to try to
you get your bonus for your weapon.
Okay, well my weapon's a straight up scimitar. There's nothing magical about it. So
yeah, but you do get a weapon bonus for using a weapon that is in your class.
Oh,
so it should say on there.
I don't know. Is it like a proficiency bonus?
Yeah, it's weapon proficiency.
All right, all right. So do I get a strength bonus too because I'm making a strength check?
Tell you what, whichever is stronger for you.
Weapon, I guess my proficiency bonus is +3, and my strength is +2. So we'll do.
So do +3. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go with this thing. Like, no, gotta cut Herman Munster off the wall. Oh yeah! I rolled the 17 +3 is 20.
Okay, you did it.
Yay!
You did it with one swipe. The head falls to the ground and rolls like a little ball below your feet.
Well, I snatch it up with my bonus action.
Okay. And then the creature has moved closer to you and is going to try to gibber again. So give me 2 rolls.
That gibbering piece of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Filth.
I know.
Oh, my highest roll was a 14 plus 4 is 18.
Ooh, very nice. Okay,
Yeah, I got
so
high
again,
wisdom.
you shrugged off the gibber.
Mm-hmm.
This poor thing. It's just sort of like. So try to get close to you, but you're still like it's about 20 feet away from you.
All right. So I'm gonna like sort of ditch around it. I'm now gonna try to run around the outside, get back, so I'm back outside of its range, and outside of the totems.
Right. Okay.
So I do that.
Yeah. It's going to see. Okay, so it's going to shoot its glob of spit at you.
Oh, that I knew it.
So let me roll. What is your
not cool? What is my what? Armor class.
Oh, so basically he just spits it, and so you see this wad of goo fire out of one of the mouths, and it lands nearby you and explodes like a firecracker when it hits the ground.
That's the best spit ever.
So you must give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's been eating very hot food.
Yeah.
All right, dexterity. Oh, I got a 19.
Jeez, you're rolling good. Okay.
I'm rolling good today. Thank you, dice.
So you closed your eyes just in time as the flash went off.
Okay.
So you had that brightness behind your eyelids, but otherwise you're not blinded. So.
All right, cool.
So you are still just running?
I'm running to get outside of the totem zone.
Okay, so yeah, you get outside the totem zone.
Okay. Now I'm trying to decide whether to be an asshole and like shoot that thing with a star form, with my what is it called? What's that little the star thing you have?
You have some sort of power.
Yeah, I've got a power because of my star form. What is it? I'm looking at my spells.
Yeah.
Not guiding bolt. Is it guiding bolt?
It might be guiding bolt.
Yeah, it's guiding bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna use a guiding bolt on him.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Pleasant. Very pleasing sensation.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you. I enjoy it. All right, so I'm gonna attack it with a guiding bolt from outside the thing. The coward's way to attack outside the thing. But you want to know what I rolled?
What'd you roll?
12.
Oh, okay. And its armor class. Oh, well, actually hits it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a big giant blob.
Yeah, not really the toughest of objects. Okay, so I roll 4d6.
Okay.
9 and 2 is 11.
Is 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't like that at all. It's like you can see like one of the mouths sizzle shut. It sort of looks down at it's a shoulder blade area that was hit and doesn't like it.
Okay, perception check. Is at any point did it say "kill me, kill me"?
It's hard to tell.
Okay,
there seems to be a lot of things happening at once coming from its face.
Yeah.
But it could be. It's more like a but it's still like really
could be anything.
To see you. Yeah. Like if it does want you to kill you, maybe it could be trying to provoke you into killing it. Maybe it really just honestly wants to kill you. It's hard to tell.
All right, what
it does do is it does have little tiny spindly arms too.
Okay.
Is it picks up a soccer ball and throws it at your head.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
It missed. It rolled a 3 and it has a -1.
All right.
So,
my turn. It's still me. I'm going to pick up a soccer ball nearby and throw one at his head.
Okay. Go ahead, roll.
All right.
Dexterity.
Oh. Not so great. 8.
8. Okay, you missed 2.
Okay. So what does it do?
But you have its soccer ball. Now it's just shambling over to your soccer ball.
Yeah.
And it throws it at your head.
Okay.
And it misses.
All right, I pick up its soccer ball now, and I'm gonna throw it at its head.
Okay.
Oh God! Now I rolled a 5.
Okay. It now shambles over to that soccer ball.
I go, you son of a bitch, and I throw it. It just misses. Like,
This goes on for like 10 minutes.
Like, should we just keep rolling though? Like
until you hear the head You hear the head, which you're still holding under your arm, go.
What? Oh, you don't want me to hurt this thing? Should we? Okay, it's cool. It's cool. And I just sort of leave. I sort of wave to the thing, and I hit straight back to the sword.
You take one glance back, and you see that it's actually shoving the soccer ball into one of its mouths, just like chewing on it.
I am really intrigued by this creature, but maybe not gonna stick around. All right, so we go back to the sword, and does the sword say, "Why? Wow, you brought the head"? Does it do anything like that?
Yeah, the sword's like, "Oh, you've done it. Very good. Now, please place Grimtankerous' head at the base of his neck."
Okay, I place the head at the base of the neck.
And now take one of his healing potions from around his belt.
All right.
While pressing the neck together.
Okay.
Pour some of the potion on the neck and some into his mouth.
Okay, I do this. Do I have to roll to see if his head is straight?
No.
Okay.
It seems to connect in like what you notice when you're putting the head back on is that even though it's been cut off, it looks like it was cut off where it normally comes off anyways.
Okay. Where everyone's head comes off.
Yeah. So there's no blood in this area. There is you notice that there is the spinal column, there's the esophagus, that sort of thing. But there's also like strange filament of some kind that someone of scientific nature would notice as wires. But you're like, why are these weird filaments in there? But there's some things inside him that aren't normally there for people. So what happens next is that the neck starts to seal up.
All right.
And his lungs start to move in and out.
Oh.
You get a closer look at him, kneeling over him here. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of scar tissue all over his face. Like I said, he looks like Lurch.
Yeah.
He's definitely sort of jigsaw-like.
Mm-hmm.
He's had stitches before; they've been pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
One going all the way around his neck, another going around his wrists.
Mm.
So something very Frankensteinian about him, definitely.
Yeah, he's been like put together from parts of stuff. And is he now? I pour the thing down. I put it on his neck. I pour it down his throat. Does he come back? Yeah. Is he now back?
Now, did you ever see any Bauhaus videos?
Many years ago, I'm pretty sure.
There's a really good video where Peter Murphy is lying dead on a slab,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know how he does it, but his legs are straight on the slab,
mm-hmm.
and just his torso just sort of goes like he's a corpse. That's what he does. That's what Grimtankerous does. The legs stay still, and the top of the torso just sort of goes, and he just looks at you and says, "Thank you."
I say, "You're welcome."
What is your name?
My name is Horkhause. Grimtankerous, I presume?
Yes. Do you have my drum?
I do. I take the drum out and I start to hand it to him. I don't withhold it from him, but I'm like, right. I was told you could get me out of this bottle.
Yes, I can. Though I don't know if you will like where we'll go.
Well, I don't like where I am now. So, sure. I'm willing to take that risk.
Good. Now, what should we do with this fellow? And then he sort of walks down the path. He's shaky at first. He's taken the drum, and he's you can see that he's got a bandolier strap that usually has the drum hanging from him.
Does he have the sword too? Does he take the sword?
He not only has the sword. Well, he's walking towards the sword. You see on the bandolier strap there are 2 drumsticks.
Okay.
He has a lot of health potions around his belt. And and he has a backpack, a cool-looking backpack. Not one of those ones you see at conventions where like nerds are like, stuffing all their junk in it. This is a cool backpack. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice. And then as he walks past the sword, he just sort of pulls it out of the ground casually, and it vanishes in his hand.
Oh wow, that's weird.
And then he goes down the path, and then he just sort of stands there, out of range of the gibber monster, and stares at it. And says, "What should we do with this?"
And I say, should we put it out of its misery?
And he looks at you and says, "Should I put you out of your misery?"
That's a complicated question.
And he points at the tentacle on your face.
Man, you're asking a very complicated question here. 'Cause part of me, yeah, I would like to be put out of my misery.
Oh, and then
but
the sword reappears.
I say, but if that happens, there's a lot of people back home who are going to suffer an awful lot, and I wouldn't feel good about that. So, can you heal this thing? Can you fix it?
And he summons the sword again.
Yeah.
And
Exquibius? What's the name of the sword again?
Extala.
Yes.
Can you heal this wretched thing? Can you heal our friend? And Extala says, "I can try." And then what happens next is you see Grimtankerous just shove the sword into the ground, and he holds on to it. And the ground just sort of pulses. Wow. And you see this pulse of light flow across the ground. And from that pulse of light, you see the head of a horse slowly rise. A silver, beautiful horse with a horn on its head.
Horses and me don't get along.
This is a unicorn.
Okay, all right. It's not a curse horse.
Yeah. Okay. So the unicorn slowly rises. First, it turns and looks at you and touches your forehead with its horn. Oh. And you feel the tentacle just sort of turn to ash.
Nice.
And your cheek starts to bleed a little, but you can dab it if you want.
No. Yes, all right. I do.
Then the unicorn just turns and charges at the creature, and hits it, and does. And just plows right through it.
Okay.
Turning it to dust.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to heal it.
And then circles back around. Yeah. When you say that out loud, Grimtankerous says, "She did." And then the unicorn circles back around, goes back into the sword, and then the sword vanishes again. Wow. And then Grimtankerous walks forward into the area where that creature was held up, and starts to root through what looks like some personal effects that belong to this thing. And you notice then at that point that these are some, there's a backpack in that mess of cocoon.
Okay.
And there is a fireman's axe.
Okay.
And there's a few other effects that pretty much convince you that this may have been Vernal, the fire brigader.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The Lost Fire Brigade. Vernal Equinox, the Lost Fire Brigade.
Vernal Equinox, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sad end for poor Vernal. Stayed too long in the forest.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah. Oh
wow. Spent his time making these totem poles to keep the village safe.
And look what happened to him.
At what cost?
Yeah, what cost?
Yeah, all he could do in the end was collect soccer balls in his little trapdoor spider place.
Oh no,
it's very sad.
Well, I guess that sort of gave him a small piece of revenge against the creatures that trapped there, because he was clearly messing up their game every time he took a soccer ball from them. And but now he's dead.
Yeah, he's reduced to ash by the unicorn.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Oh.
Because that was actually a restoration spell that was used on it. Because he was so far gone, though, that's what it did to him.
It just destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
just like how the tentacle on your face, was reduced to ashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that poor fucker.
Yeah. Pour one out for Vernal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh well. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, but you got a nice fire brigade helmet out of it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's nice. I can keep the helmet now. I don't have to give it back to Vernal.
You don't have to give it back to anybody. Yeah.
I look at it and I think for a moment, like, maybe I should just put this on the pile of ash as like a memorial thing. No, I'm going to keep it.
That was a cool helmet.
Yeah.
It gives me fire resistance. Why would I give it?
Yeah, this is awesome, man. I mean, I'm going to need this shit. So, keep going.
So then Grimtankerous then turns to you and says, "Will you travel with me?"
I think so. Where are you going?
We are going to my ship. The Ross Requiem.
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
I look around and I try to prepare myself as best I can.
You're not really sure what he means by that, but
No.
he just whips out the drumsticks, pulls the drum to the front of him, and starts to play this little rhythmic tune. Which goes faster and faster and faster.
Huh.
And as he drums, the ground starts to reverberate, and you vanish away from that plane of existence.
Ooh, whoa, I'm just gone?
You and Grimtankerous and the sword have traveled elsewhere.
Wow. Where?
I don't know. How are we at with time?
Oh, we're about an hour and 15, hour and 20.
Yeah, I guess this is...
Maybe this is the cliffhanger. All right. Wow. What's going to happen?
Who knows?
I got taken up with like this Marilyn Manson Grimtankerous guy, and we've been taken to another plane of existence.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Little drummer boy? No, tall little drummer boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh wow. Well.
Yeah. Maybe you'll just join his band.
Maybe.
You'll just tour.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tune in next time. Hey Ricky, do you have anything you want to promote?
Just go to my Twitter feed, which is rickysimons@twitter.com, and you can see links to all my different stuff, my books and my comics and my other books, and some voiceover links. If you want a cameo, I do those. Shout out birthdays to your stupid friends, your nice friends, your good family.
They're
people.
good. They're good people.
They're good people. Yeah. I won't say anything for your enemies, though. Don't ask me to do anything for your enemies.
Okay. I was gonna go in there and ask you to just tell the guy who fired me from my last job, just like, "Hi, I'm Ricky Simons, and you're a huge dick." And
somebody did do that once. They came to me at convention, and they asked me if I would do a recording, telling off their girlfriend because they broke up with their girlfriend and she loved Gur, and they thought it'd be funny if Gur was mean to her. And I told them, no, I don't use my powers for evil.
Oh man. Jeez. Oh God. Well, that's good you didn't. My book, I guess if you want to pick it, the medium-sized book of Zimscript, still available on Amazon. I think Amazon may finally be shipping print versions of it. It took them months. Yeah. And otherwise, you can get it on BookBaby. You just do a little search for Eric Trueheart, medium-sized book of Zimscripts. And, pick it up. You'll enjoy it if you're a Zim fan. And if you're not, you'll also enjoy it. Though you won't understand a word of what's going on. Yeah. So,
okay.
We done?
I think we're done for today. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go pee. This has been One Man Murder Maze with Ricky Simons and Eric Trueheart. If you enjoyed the show, hey, please tip your maze masters for maze maintenance at paypal.me/onemanmurdermaze. Our audio podcast is available on Apple and Stitcher. Our videos are on twitch.tv/onemanmurdermaze and also on YouTube. Just search for One Man Murder Maze. Our website is guess onemanmurdermaze.com.